Hey guys, welcome back to Over the Wire with Bandit. In part 2, we completed levels 9 through 14. Today, we're continuing with levels 15 through 20. By the way, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button so you don't miss any new uploads. And also, leave a comment down below. Let's dive right in. Alright, Bandit 15. The password for the next level can be retrieved by submitting the password of the current level to port 30,001 on localhost using SSL or TLS encryption. If you guys don't know, SSL stands for Secure Socket Layer and TLS stands for Transport Layer Security. These are two types of encryption. You guys can look it up. They also give us some helpful notes and commands that we can use to solve the level and reading material. So let's begin solving this level. We can clear the screen, and to solve this level we'll be using the OpenSSL command. So we can type OpenSSL, and if you guys don't know to use the OpenSSL command, we can use the --help flag. And if we press enter, you'll see that it gives us a bunch of commands or options that we can use, or basically encryptions. But we're going to focus on the S_client, which I'm highlighting right here, which is the SSL client we'll use to connect to that host and port number. So we can clear the screen and we can type OpenSSL S_client. And then we can type --help to get the usage, and it will give us the options that we can use with this command. If we look right here, you can see that it provides a host. It allows us to provide a host name followed by a colon and then a port number, and also the necessary flags that we can use with it. So let's clear the screen. And since they say, guys, we are supposed to submit the password of the current level to port 30,001 on localhost, we can simply type the echo command, and then we could have some quotation marks. Now inside of these quotation marks, we can paste the password of the current level in. And then we can have a vertical bar or pipe operator. And then we can type the OpenSSL command and then S_client, and then to connect to that client we can use the --connect flag followed by the host, which is localhost, and then colon 30,001. And then guys, if you don't know, the local host can also be represented as an IP address, which is 127.0.0.1. Let's use that instead so I can demonstrate it to you guys. So 127.0.0.1, and then we can just do -ing_EOF, which stands for ignore end of file. So we can press enter, and you can see, guys, we performed the SSL encryption or TLS encryption, and you can see the server responded with correct right here, and then the password for the next level. So we can just highlight this and we can copy it, and then we can type exit, and now we can clear the screen, and let's log into Bandit 16 now. So we can just paste the password in. And now we can finally log into Bandit 16, and look at that, we're logged in. So let's go on the Bandit 16 page and let's read. The credentials for the next level can be retrieved by submitting the password of the current level to a port on localhost in the range 31,000 to 32,000. So guys, we'll need to do port scanning within these port numbers on localhost. So we can say first, so they say first find out which of these ports have a server listening on them, then find out which of those speak SSL or TLS and which don't. There is only one server that will give the next credentials. The other will simply send back to you whatever you send it. So guys, to perform port scanning on these port ranges, we can actually use Nmap to do this. Alright, let's do some port scanning with Nmap. So I'm just going to clear the screen, guys. If you guys don't know to use Nmap, you can type nmap-help and it will give you the help menu with examples on all the different flags that you can use. Also, here it gives us the examples. So I'm just going to clear the screen and I'm just going to type Nmap, guys, followed by the host name, which is localhost, as they give us right here. And then I'm just going to write the port range, so -p 31,000 to 32,000. So we use the hyphen to specify that, like they give us right here. And then we'll need to get also the service version, so we'll use the -s capital V flag, and then we can use -T5 to speed up the scanning process. And if we press enter, it will start our Nmap scan, and let's wait on that to complete. So the scan is now completed, and you can see that it finds several open ports. And there's only one running SSL, which is 31,790. And you can see that it's also responding right here, which is 31,790, and saying incorrect password. It is the only one. So now that we found the port, guys, we can actually copy the SSL port. So I'm just going to highlight it, and then I'm just going to copy it. Now let's clear the screen. And what we'll do is we'll submit the password for the current level, right? So what we can do, we can type echo, and then inside of quotation marks, we can just paste the password in for the current level. And remember how we did in Bandit 15, guys, we used the OpenSSL command. We'll use the same process. So we'll type OpenSSL, and then we can say -connect. Oh, we need to write s_client for the SSL client. Then we can say -connect. Now, after we write -connect, we can write the host, which is localhost, followed by the port number after a colon. So it will be the port that we copied. So we can actually just paste it in, just like that. And then we can do -ign_eof, so that we ignore input, and just so that we can pipe the correct password for the current level to that OpenSSL client. And we can just press enter on our keyboard, and then it should give us the correct password. So let's wait on this to execute. And the command has been executed successfully, guys. You can see that the server responds with correct. And now it gives us a private SSH key. We can actually just copy this. So we can copy it starting from up here, going all the way down here. And we can just copy that. And let's open up a new tab or terminal window. And then we can create a SSH key. I already have a file from the previous level, so I'm just going to remove that ssh.key, and I'm just going to recreate it. So I'm just going to do vim ssh.key, and then I'm going to paste that SSH private key in, and then :W to write and : Q to quit. And we'll need to set the appropriate permissions for that file. So we can do chmod 400 ssh.key. And now we can actually go to Bandit 17. So we can exit right there. And we can go right here. We can put Bandit 17. And all we need to do, we can do -i and then ssh.key to specify that is the file we want to use. And let's wait on this to connect. And we successfully logged into Bandit 17, guys. Let me just clear the screen and we can go on the Bandit 17 page now. And let's wait on that to load. So it says there are two files in the home directory, passwords.old and passwords.new. The password for the next level is in the passwords.new and is the only line that has been changed between passwords.old and passwords.new. Note, if you have solved this level and see bye-bye when trying to log into Bandit 18, this is related to the next level, Bandit 19. Alright guys, so if we type ls, it says we have a passwords.old and a passwords.new. Now, we can use the diff command to solve this level, guys. So we can do diff passwords.new and then passwords.old. And if we press enter on our keyboard, it will give us the difference between the lines that have been changed within each one of these files. And this is the difference between passwords.new and passwords.old. So if we copy this up here and we type, and now we can exit, we can try to log into Bandit 18 and see what happens. So we can go to Bandit 18 and let's try the password that we copied. We can paste that in and let's see if we logged in successfully. Yes, we did, but it said bye-bye, which is actually related to Bandit 18. So let's go on the Bandit 18 page and see the instructions for it. So it says the password for the next level is stored in a file readme in the home directory. Unfortunately, someone has modified bash.bashrc to log you out when you log in with SSH. So let's solve this level now, guys. So guys, since they say that the password for the next level is stored in a readme file in the home directory, what we can actually do is, let's clear the screen. Well, actually we don't even need this -i SSH key, guys. The SSH command, guys, by default allows us to specify a command that we want to run. So we can put it inside of quotation marks and we can just write cat readme.md. readme. And if we press enter, it will ask us for the password again. We can paste it in and we should get the password now. So we can copy that and let's try to log into Bandit 19 now. So we'll clear the screen and we can put Bandit 19 right there. We can get rid of this cat readme and we can paste the password in for Bandit 19 and let's see if it logs us in. Yes, it does. So let's go on the Bandit 19 page and it says to gain access to the next level, you should use the suid binary in the home directory, execute it without arguments to find out how to use it. The password for this level can be found in the usual place, /etc bandit pass, after you have used the suid binary. Alright, so let's see. So we can clear the screen, guys, and if we type ls, it says we have a setuid binary or set user ID binary. So if we do ./bandit20_do, wait, what's that? Bandit, let me just copy this name. We can do ./bandit20. Alright, dash do. Okay, and now it gives us an example, so we can run a command as another user. So if we do /bandit20 dash do who am I, let's see what happens. It says we are the user bandit20. Oh, so since, guys, the passwords, if we type ls/etc bandit_pass, we can see that each passwords for each levels are stored in this directory, but we want it for bandit20. So what we can do /bandit20 dash do, and then maybe we could have a quotation mark right here, and we could use the cat command to read from a file, and then we could write /etc /bandit_pass, and then finally we can do bandit20, which is the file name, and if we press enter, let's see if it reads that file. No such file or directory. Oh, I see. Let's see. If we do cat, oh, we need to separate the commands. You'll see that we get the password for the next level, guys, which is level 20. Let me rerun this command. We can copy that password for bandit20. If we type exit now, we can now log into bandit20. So we can put 20 right here, and let's paste the password in. So we can paste that password in right there, and we can see that we're logged in successfully. We can go to the bandit20 page, and it says there is a setuid binary in the home directory that does the following. It makes a connection to local host on the port you specify as a command line argument. It then reads a line of text from the connection and compares it to the password in the previous level, bandit20. If the password is correct, it will transmit the password for the next level, bandit21. Alright, so let's see how we'll do this. So a connection to local host on the port you specify as command line argument. It reads a line of text from the connection and compares it to the password in the previous level, bandit20. Alright, so let's clear the screen, guys. We can type ls, and you can see that we have a set user ID binary. If we do /su connect, it allows us to specify a port number on localhost. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Remember right here, it says that the SUID binary or set user ID binary makes a connection to localhost on a port that you specify as a command line argument. So what we can actually do, guys, is we can set up a local server on a port number, and then we could use this SUID binary to connect to it. But we'll need to let that server transmit a line of text, right? So let's see what we can do. Let's go in full screen mode, and we can type echo, and then we could paste the current password of the current level, and then we could pipe it into netcat, and we can say -nvlp, and let's listen on port 3000, and then we can press enter. We need to make it a background process, so we'll need to put a ampersand right here, and then what we can do is we can use the SUID binary now. So if we do /su connect, it asks us for a port number. We can do /su connect, and then we can put 3000, And now you will see, guys, it reads the password that we piped into Netcat, and then it says the password matches, and now it sends the password and it gives us the password for the next level. So let's copy that and then we can exit, and let's try to log into Bandit 21. Alright, so we'll just paste the password in and let's see if it logged us in. Alright, let's go, guys. So we successfully solved Bandit levels 15 through 20. This will be it for today's video, guys. I hope you all learned something new and valuable. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button. Also, leave a comment down below. Stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.